Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Semoga keselamatan serta rahmat Allah senantiasa meliputi kita semua, dan semoga keberkahan senantiasa Allah berikan kepada kita atas apapun yang Allah sempat titipkan kepada kita, baik itu harta kita, tenaga kita, umur kita, maupun yang lainnya, sehingga keberkahan itu mendorong kita untuk terus meningkatkan ketakwaan kita kepada Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Nah, seperti biasa teman-teman, sebelum memulai video ini saya mengajak untuk teman-teman semua mempersiapkan doa terbaik ya bagi saudara-saudara kita semua, baik yang sudah Islam maupun sesama manusia ya. Baik kepada pembuat video ini, yaitu saya, ataupun kepada pembuat video sumbernya ya. Yakni dalam hal ini adalah dari adminnya channel Lunar Ambassador. Video apa kali ini teman-teman? Videonya adalah, ya Allah, luar biasa. Sebagai seorang mualaf wanita, ada nih sosok mualaf wanita yang begitu santun menjawab pertanyaan yang mencoba untuk menggoyahkan imannya ya teman-teman ya. Dalam hal ini adalah seorang penanyanya adalah seorang Kristiani. Ya, seperti apa ya beliau menjawab pertanyaan-pertanyaan yang ditujukan untuk menggoyahkan iman seorang mualaf ini, dan bagaimana cara dia menjawab? Mari kita saksikan bersama.
Well, if I'm going to compare, let's say Muhammad is saying that he's a prophet of God, right? When if I look at all the other prophets of God in the past, they've all been Jewish, and they've all been given or sent to the people of Israel.
Really?
So
They've all been Jewish? Noah was Jewish?
Yeah.
Really? Okay, the word Jewish, where does it come from? What's the origin of the word Jews? Jew or Jewish or Judah or Judea? What's the word?
You just said it. You just said that.
Judah, right? Who's Judah? Jewish comes from Judah, right?
I know. Yes, I know.
Yeah, who's Judah?
Judah is the son of Israel. I was asking a question about who controls your life, because you say that American politicians are control the American people, but you have seemed to devote your life to Islamic religion, which seems like you are being controlled by it completely.
Controlled by?
I'm asking about
religion doesn't control me. Religion guides me. You know what controls me? The law.
What?
We're controlled, me and you, by the law of the country that we live in. But religion doesn't control me. It says in the Quran, لا إكراه في الدين. There's no compulsion in religion. So in Islam, the idea of control and compulsion is prohibited, because what benefit would it be if someone is Muslim just because they're forced to be a Muslim? It defeats the purpose of a test. It's not a test anymore. So no, I'm not controlled by religion.
Well, you have a free choice what you do?
Of course.
But what if you're lied to? Or do you believe a lie?
Well, then that's a very good question. I can ask you the same question. How do you know that whatever belief system that you're subscribed to is not a lie? How do you know that you're not lied to?
Well, because I know the truth.
Okay,
because I know the truth.
Okay, I can say the same thing. But the difference between you and me is I spent 3 years fully dedicated to studying different religions, and you haven't. And I chose my own religion.
I've heard your story about that.
So that's the difference between us.
But in the end, didn't just a random coincidence convince you to choose Islam?
No. Hard study and research.
But then there was a sign you said, right, from your mom?
This was the confirmation, but I already had made up my mind.
Did you know that the devil can do that kind of stuff too?
This is why, exactly. And this is why I wouldn't rely on a dream or an apparition. You would hear a lot of Christians say, oh my God, I saw Jesus in a dream and he told me that Christianity is the... No, I don't rely on these things. Relying on a supernatural, God wouldn't let us be a victim to demons shape-shifting and giving us illusions. I rely on research, reading books and doing the research, hard work. Not just because the way of, Jesus spoke to me in a dream, that's lazy. I wouldn't rely on that. No.
Sometimes Jesus reveals himself to people.
You're contradicting yourself. You just said demons can confuse you and pretend to be Jesus and pretend to be someone telling you, appearing in a dream. Didn't you just say that?
That's true, that Jesus or that Satan does appear as an angel of light. But there's a difference between the real God and Satan. And Satan cannot imitate God. When people have an encounter with the living God, it changes their life.
Well, people from every denomination and every sect of Christianity and every major religion can tell you that they have had experiences that confirm their faith. Hindus say this, Christians say this, Muslims say this. Oh my God, I was healed when I prayed to God, and I woke up in the morning and I was completely healed. I had in a dream, and Mary, mother of Jesus, told me that. We hear this all the time, and I'm not doubting them. They had real experiences, but demons exist and they can influence people, they can shapeshift, we can experience supernatural things because of them. So this is not the criteria. The criteria is read, compare religions and choose. Why is this so difficult for a Christian person? If I can do it, why can't other people?
Well,
why did we reach a point in humanity in 2024 where we rely on our parents' opinion about religion or supernatural experiences or a dream or your feeling, when we have books that we can so easily read and research and make a logical decision about it? Why is it so hard for us to read and compare religions?
Well, if I'm going to compare, let's say Muhammad is saying that he's a prophet of God, right? But if I look at all the other prophets of God in the past, they've all been Jewish, and they've all been given or sent to the people of Israel.
Really?
So
they've all been Jewish? Noah was Jewish?
Yeah.
Really? Okay, the word Jewish, where does it come from? What's the origin of the word Jews? Jew or Jewish or Judah or Judea? What's the word?
You just said it. You just said that.
Judah, right? Who's Judah? Jewish comes from Judah, right?
I know. Yes, I know.
Yeah, who's Judah?
Judah is the son of Israel.
Son of Jacob.
Yeah,
right?
Israel.
Yeah. So, how can someone who existed before Jacob be Jewish? How?
Well, if I say Jew, I mean basically all the descendants of Israel from the line of...
Yes, okay, let's go with this. First of all, no, not all of the descendants, but hey, let's go with your claim. Noah was not a descendant. He comes before. Abraham is not a descendant of Israel. So no, sir, you're wrong. Not all prophets
I thought you were saying Moses. Sorry, I thought you meant Moses.
I said Noah, and I said Abraham, and I can also say Enoch, Enoch, and I can say Adam. So no, not every prophet is from the Israelites, because God is not unfair. He's not gonna send messengers to one ethnicity and to hell with everyone else. There are people in Native America, there are people in South America, there are people in Asia, there are people in Australia. You think God ignored them? He didn't send messengers to them at all? Just let them, be misguided? God sent a messenger to every single nation, not just the Israelites. But the Israelites...
God's plan was to send Jesus through Israel. Like, that's how his plan was.
That has nothing to do with what I just said. What I said,
yeah,
God
but you
sent
say,
a messenger to every nation.
Because that's not what his plan was. His plan was to bring redemption to mankind through Israel. I wasn't
asking a question. I was telling you a fact. God sent a messenger to every nation. There's no nation that God hasn't sent messengers to. Why do you find that so hard to like logically? Do you think God is going to judge people without sending them any messengers to warn them? Or do you think that only Israelites are going to have judgment day and everyone else are not going to exist in afterlife? What are you implying here? Why are the Israelites so arrogant that they think that they are the focus of God's attention? And God doesn't see anyone else but them. No wonder they came up with this lie of his favorite people, as if God is racist. He's gonna prefer one race over everyone else. And 61% of Israelis are atheists. You think these are God's chosen people? Atheists? According to the statistics of 2021, 64% of Israelis are atheists.
Well, historically, I mean, current
remember you said Jews are the descendants of Israel, right?
Well, if you want to get into it, I don't know if you know this or not, but not everyone who says they're from Israel is Israel.
Well, I can argue with proof that the Ashkenazi Jews are not Israelis. They are not the children of Israel. Because Genesis, the book of Genesis in the Torah says that Ashkenaz is one of the sons of Japheth. Okay? Japheth is a brother to Sam. You know, the Semites? So, Semites, descendants of Sam. Japheth is another branch. And one of his descendants is Ashkenaz. This is in the book of Genesis. So Ashkenazi Jews are not even Israelites. These are Europeans that want to colonize because that's in the blood of Europe. Europe loves to colonize. It's something that I cannot explain. Europe, like the signature of Europe, like the trademark of Europe, sees what the other people has and doesn't want to do fair trade like the other nations of the world. No. Why would I trade you for something when I can just take it?
Nah, begitu teman-teman. Inilah ajakan yang saya maksud, bahwasannya kita bisa menyampaikan pesan-pesan Islam ya melalui tutur kata kita yang baik, teman-teman. Jadi para pejuang-pejuang dakwah yang sedang berusaha untuk membantah hujatan-hujatan kepada Islam, saya harapkan bisa sehalus mungkin untuk menyampaikan bantahan-bantahannya ya teman-temannya. Jadi sekaligus kita bisa mencontohkan secara langsung bagaimana baiknya orang Islam itu bertindak ya, yakni sesuai contoh dari Rasulullah Shallallahu Alaihi Wasallam yang selalu menjunjung tinggi akhlakul karimah ya teman-temannya. Nah, begitu teman-teman. Semoga kita bisa mencontoh apa yang ditunjukkan oleh seorang Sarah ini ya teman-teman ya, bahwasanya dia juga menerapkan akhlak terbaik ketika berdakwah dan tanpa ragu ya menyampaikan apa yang dia tahu, karena palingan ya, ini tebakan saya, bahwasanya Sarah ini pastinya mempunyai dorongan tersendiri untuk menyampaikan apa yang dia tahu. Dan jangan lupa, kita sebagai seorang yang berilmu mempunyai kewajiban untuk menyampaikan, karena ilmu pasti akan dipertanggungjawabkan apakah ilmu itu disampaikan ataukah tidak, teman-teman. Nah, semangatlah teman-teman, semangat di dalam jalur kita masing-masing. Bagi para guru, semangat terus sang guru ya, berdakwah. Bagi para apalagi pedagang, berdakwah lewat perdagangan ya, pokoknya semangat semua. Bismillah, jangan lupa. Sekian dulu dari saya, semoga video ini bermanfaat dan mendatangkan keberkahan bagi kita semua. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Semoga keselamatan serta rahmat Allah senantiasa meliputi kita semua, dan semoga keberkahan senantiasa Allah berikan kepada kita atas apapun yang Ia titipkan kepada kita, baik itu umur kita, tenaga kita, kesehatan kita, harta kita, ataupun apapun lainnya, teman-teman, sehingga keberkahan itu mendorong kita untuk terus meningkatkan ketakwaan kita kepadanya. Amin ya rabbal alamin.